This is a fun one. Are you ready for me? All right, here we go. So, right now, since the last video, you are looking at those extra things you want to add into your life from looking at the lowest parts of your wheel. Great. So, now that's in motion. And then you're thinking about, great, who is the ideal version of me in 3 months' time? Who do I need to step into to become, to be that person and embody it and live it and breathe it? Of course, if we believe we are that person right now, we start to attract things around that vibration into our lives. I believed I deserved this life. I started acting, thinking, loving my life as it was back home in Melbourne, which led me to create this beautiful life out here in Bali. So what I want us to do now is, so this is all about action, right? Things don't move unless we move. The only way to clarity is through action. So we're going to have a bit of fun with this one. The other key word in this title is accountability. So I'm going to keep you very accountable. Are you ready for today's challenge? So there's no workbook for this module. You may or may not have noticed that because the challenge is a little different. I want you to look at that 3 months. I want you to look at those 3 key things that you wanted from that, right? And then I want you to take one of them. So for me, it was getting serious about making 100,000 in this next financial year. Great. Sounds daunting, sounds overwhelming. It's not really the type of money I've made before through one channel. Obviously, I do an array of different things. That's beside the point. How could I do that? Okay, great. So I could do a number of things. I could get more clients. I could hustle. I could X, Y, Z. But what's in my heart that's a very tangible item that I could do? Again, I generally work off the framework of mantra, action, tangible, which again, mantra is something I say in my mind, and actionable is something I can do, and a tangible is something I can touch. Pretty self-explanatory. So you can use that framework here as well. In fact, I'd love it if you did. Mine for this was showing up more consistently on my socials. Great. I reverse engineered this process through and through because I make sure I've done everything before I teach it, right? If you're stuck at this point, have a listen to everything and then let me know if you need a little bit of clarity on how to turn your thing into a real, tangible, actionable item, right? I'm going to use the terms of business. I feel like there are a lot of entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs in here, or people who are making a bit of side hustle money. So let's go off that because I feel like intuitively that's going to benefit us the most. So great, we're looking at our businesses. In 3 months' time, I've written that I want to be on my way to making 100,000 in this financial year. A way I've decided to break that down is by posting more on social media in various ways. Great. Now what we're all going to do is jump into the Facebook group and share yours with the group. So share what yours is. So I would share in this case that I'm going to share consistently. But what does consistently mean? I'm saying we need to break down the breakdown. Because this is where people miss having a goal, having an idea about this goal and getting to that item, getting to that goal. Can you see how that can be missed? Because we're not breaking it down. Okay, so what is consistently showing up on social media? What does it mean to me? To me, it means being back on IGTV, posting 3 times a week, sharing consistently on my stories, and gaining more emails because I want a beautiful email list because I have some really powerful stories to share. The reason why I want to do this, yeah, great. I want to make the money in the financial year because ultimately, of course, I teach wealth and I want to share that. But I want to serve and I want to impact as many lives as I can. And the sure, fast way to do that is through sharing my message through and through. So great. Do you understand now how I've broken down what I want in 3 months? I've looked at something from that I want, okay, 100K. I've looked at how I can do that great consistently on social media. Not enough. Consistently means showing up X times on this platform in this way. So now we're all going to jump on the Facebook group and we're going to share what ours is. You can share in a few different ways. A live, and it'll just save after so everyone can watch it. A short video, so making them no longer than about 2 minutes. We really just want to get to the point, land the plane. Or you can type it out. Of course, I would prefer videos because I think it's so powerful for us to fully connect. But typing it out, that's great as well. I want to remind you that the group is a really safe space. It's a community of people who are like-minded and who want each other to grow and reach their desires. We'll all be in there, especially me this week, cheering you on. So I'm so ready to see what you guys share. I am so pumped. So this is a 7-day challenge. So I want this done every day for the next 7 days, right? We're going to have some fun with this. But most importantly, I want you to think about what's coming up for you right now. Is there beliefs that are limiting? Is there limitations and a cap you are setting on yourself? Is there a voice and chatter, noise inside your mind trying to hold you back and keep you safe? That's okay. Feel free to share those in the group as well, or we can work through them together on the group call. It's really important that we look at this side of us as well, because whilst I love being in the action, in the momentum, in the flow, I constantly have blockages. I'll be honest, yesterday I had a little cry because I didn't want to show up on video anymore. But I worked through it. I had a look at what was really showing up for me. What really were my critiques and concerns about me? Was that I actually thought I was annoying and not interesting and not worthy to share my message, or I didn't have enough knowledge to share. Is that the truth? God, no. Had the voice in my head convinced me it was the truth? Yeah, definitely. So I just want you to notice what's coming up for you right now and share it. If you're not sure yet, that's okay. But commit to it. Reach out, post it in the group. Let's get community going. Let's comment and support each other. Ultimately, this is what the human experience is all about. So I hope with this module, you can really see how to reverse engineer and how you can take action and how exactly I've taken this much action in my life to this point, and why I have grown, closed businesses, why I've been able to move countries, why I've been able to have this beautiful life, rather how. And I want you to have the same and more, whatever it is to you. Remembering no judgment, everyone's version of this is different. Your goals do not need to be my goals, and your goals are not my goals, right? So really, really focusing on what it is for you. A lot of people also say at this point, which is actually really important to note, that I still don't know. I don't know what I want in 3 months. And to that, I ask you, what if you did know? What if there was a little voice in your head, it was really soft and it whispered, and it did know? And what if, by off chance, I doubt it, but it was wrong? Is there a big deal in that? The only way to clarity is through action. I really want you to sit with that. And that's where I'll leave you today. I love you. Enjoy this exercise. And more than anything, remember you're safe and we've got this. And have some bloody fun with it.